Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. So glad you're here. So glad you're listening. Well, this is the finest Bible bistro on the internet, artisanally made every day, packed with Bible proteins and Salter probiotics. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just plain good for you. We're in Psalm 119 in the Kaf division, and we're looking today at verses 86 and 87. I think I'm just going to call this section, this 11th section, this 11th division, the Martyrs division, because it has just been so, how do we say it? Just so focused on the persecuted Christian, the persecuted believer. It's all about my soul wasting, my eyes longing. I'm like a wineskin. I have pursuers chasing me. They're my persecutors. They're perverse. And then today we come to verses 86 and 87, and listen to my translation. All of your commandments are faithful. Falsehood pursues me. Help me. They almost wasted me in the earth, but I have not forsaken your precepts. He says all of your commandments are faithful. You know, the Word of God, ladies and gentlemen, is, we've learned in Psalm 119, and we'll see it all through the Old Testament and in the Psalter, in all of the Psalter, not just Psalm 119. The testimony of the Word of God is that it's eternal, that it's firmly established, that it's true and faithful. And what we have here is the martyr declaring that the commandments are faithful. So we have the commandments being faithful, but those pursuing him, they're not faithful. So we have this lovely little contrast that he creates for us here. See, the perverse have dug pits. That's not according to the law. Your commandments are faithful. Falsehood pursues me. Help me. Now notice there's our word pursue again. I think I mentioned that on the other day, yesterday perhaps. The word persecutors, same Hebrew word. Persecutors is the noun form, and it just means those that are pursuing, persecuting him. And the idea there in 84 and 85 is that the persecutors are driving him towards the pits that they've dug, just like you would drive an animal into a trap. So he's crying out to the Lord. And now he says, falsehood pursues me. So we've got falsehood, the perverse, the persecuting, the persecutors that are pursuing him. That's the affliction that he's under. And then notice a little bitty word right there at the end of 86, help me. Beautiful. That's the prayer. That's the prayer that the martyr prays. And notice that he doesn't ask that the persecution end. He just asks that the Lord support him in it. Help me. How long, or how many are my days? How long is this going to continue? When will you make a judgment on my persecutors? Help me. Beautiful praying that the psalmist does here. And then 87, we come back to our prime thought or prime word, wastes. So they almost wasted me. Who's the they? The they is the falsehood. The they is the perverse, the persecutors pursuing. That's what he's saying. They almost wasted me. Almost, but not altogether. There's a difference. They came close, but something stepped in. What was it that stepped in? The help me, that prayer. When he prays that prayer, the Lord steps in. And maybe the Lord is waiting for you to ask for help. Maybe the Lord is waiting for you to cry out and say, how many are my days? When are you going to judge those that are pursuing me, driving me into the pits that they've dug for me, which is against your law? How long does falsehood have to pursue me? Help me. See, they almost wasted me. They didn't. They almost did. But I've not forsaken your precepts. So in the midst of their forsaking the precepts, I have not. Help me. That little prayer right there, that's the thing. That's really sort of the nut. It's the kernel. It's the great truth in this passage. Join me tomorrow. We'll close out this division with verse 88 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.